for a solid pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a three before they head to the locker room. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good. Lead down to 4, 17-13. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back has it. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the returner will be brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To the air, it's Carr. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Bring in the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quick completion to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like,
Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he'd had possession.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been. Single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Buying some time. On the move, he fires. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Carr. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. Huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And here comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Concepcion. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Going to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself. At the 20, he's got space. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Put themselves in a bit of a bind but that last one is 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Get it out on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Complete. Bounding over the top. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Dropping back, it's Carr. Going for 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
On the direct snap, it's Love. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7.
Well, he did a great job finding a crease on that 2-point play. He gets it in, and the offense comes away with 8 points on the drive.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over South Alabama. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Under fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lott. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. On the move at the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Running the red zone. It's Lott. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's Carr. He got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Irish! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
The running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. And the returner will be knocked down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Leaves it with the running back. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Pressure coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On fourth down, going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Second down, he'll throw it. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They just keep firing. Caught near the sticks. It's Concepcion. They are on them.
Seem to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. The Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Reed. Finds the tight end. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Wants to go up top. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. On the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First down here for the offense. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
They'll try the run. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it. Touchdown, Aggies. And they're on top here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. Looking to pass. It's Carr. He makes a grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Fires to the... Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. The give. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Third and goal, desperately trying to get it in and keep hope alive. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll try to do it himself. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit? A productive play as one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown by the Irish. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being caught. No shot. They have no... Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack warrants the two-point try. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To throw, it's Reed. The short hands, it's Concepcion. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Huge 3rd down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. Looking to throw for it. It's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. 4th down. Pick it up here or this game is over. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker and they'll turn it over on down. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.